what happened here. It will still be accessible through the apartment. Indeed.
Give me a moment. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
You hear someone walking, a poor communal.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
Later then, it's generally easier to do things if you have literal. A weathered brown door. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
You're right. Let's talk this through. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased... Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice. The lieutenant motions towards...
Hello? Who is it? The police. A moment, please.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open.
Yes?
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Bill.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses, and he must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the...
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital?
How about some small talk before you break the news? It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters. Jenny and Jolie. Mm-hmm. They came home later. The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. No. Vi, do you have any news? His old leather jacket. It's just your average brown leather jacket. No, well, the lining is hand.
She folds. Here it comes. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. And you just... How long had he...
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears.
Here.
No, no. I just need to tell...
It burns like...
God. Should I call them?
No. A day.
No, I'll do it myself.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon...
Just tell me, what do I need?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacted.
A very good...
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. Thank you. Thank you for...
These are her love.
We should step outside and talk. You did well. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your...
Let's go.
This door is made of metal. No one.
Let's go. There's...
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft... As you tap...
No, that's enough fun with the fold.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Cold, useful for... The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a sec. Sylvia? Yes. Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective? Please, no. You were trying to...
Sounds like it's going to be bad.
Great.
You hear...
Anything else I can help you with? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Lowman, you called me.
A lorry stuck.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
I am... You pick up on something artificial.
Fine.
Interesting.
The payphone hangs mutely on the wall. The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer... You're trying hard, but the data here is the drawer slides shut. This is... You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Hey, mister.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a
roller skate.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast.
You're already pretty deep into...
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people... Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad... We're gonna build a youth center there. The value of their properties go...
He means it.
By all means, Harry. What? Yes. My best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schiz... Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind? My dear Harry, I rarely do, Harry. I have people...
Hello, compatriot. You have some drugs? They're shit, man. I don't... You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weak. I don't go for... Not in, not out.
So you're...
I don't know shit. What do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the... Since he left, I haven't...
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke...
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man. Isn't it obvious? Fucking ceiling. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or so. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what's...
Guess so.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
A colourful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste pharmaceutical.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes...
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and...
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft, probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know...
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you? Yes, the terrain here provides an...
Heavy?
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your... Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists... Fine. What do you want now then?
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' mill?
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not...
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity. No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Nothing. I told you. I'm not...
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug...
No, he wasn't talking about... He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about...
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is...
He's not ruling her out.
All of them. I don't know. I told you.
Who exactly?
All of them. I don't know. I'm not local. I don't know anything about that. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it. Everything's still cool here, officer.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about...
Oh, okay.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you...
An investment? What kind of investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect that. Okay. What's it going to cost me? Be reasonable. Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or sea.
Everything's still cool here. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100%.
Those UV...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted all the old. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback. Why? What's this?
Indeed. I think I even have his cap somewhere down here.
He doesn't elaborate on what that means. The lieutenant studies the figurine. Cool rider, right? I knew we'd find something worthwhile here. Buy it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Or
that was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
hello again. How can I help you? Hello again. How can I help you?
Okay. Looking at it, a guarded man like him wouldn't tell you.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is. I didn't, man. I told you I would.
He still is. It's true. Bah.
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone, a youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever...
We can't just let it go. It's...
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all...
She shared?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a...
Did this violent lie?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked the way it worked.
The pain it would...
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand...
He's right. There are other... The grey-haired woman. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, push Tommy and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own end. Remember, you're doing it for the bigger investigation.
Here.
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty complex.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. No. I don't... She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in.
If they break in, they would find...
I bet you are.
And he's sorry he couldn't be...
Nah.
The woman is still hunched over the railing. Her head...
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
This screen found A to Z content.
This is the one our man pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. The door... There's no picking this lock. You push the key into the lock and turn. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. These are... One of them particularly catches your... The actress... Wait, this is... She wasted away in a drug den. The actresses and the... Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key...
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here.
It has to be an advancement.
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. Looks like we're...
A 20-kilometer radius at least.
Doesn't look like it. It's completely
The smell of 1,000... You wedge yourself under this. But one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Looks like her, yes. Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to...
The movie stars are still smart. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except it's an issue. It looks like an article ripped out. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover.
The Ulan frequency system?
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is closed.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joy. All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. I'm especially... I'm not sure.
Listening.
And last but...
The probe and the case converged.
As elegant as they are.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
Like Joyce told us, yes, we should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, there are more than enough. The fact that one hasn't... All the same, I don't like the idea of internet debrief of...
A lorry stuck in...
Is this about the questions again?
Your race descent has temporarily halted.
Colourful.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
Hello, compatriot. You have something to discuss? Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Someone with a cart. Not at all. Goddamn. Trusting...
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the drawer slides.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time. Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony...
Actually, he refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just not even a speck of anger in it.
The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinique. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything.
Judging from how happy he is, it looks like you did it. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done. An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is...
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind.
There it is again. The pigs.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls them sad.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him...
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead. Why a war?
And what do you have?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. Harry, we out... The more they... Harry, there is... We're not gonna give nothing.
So that's why...
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it's already happening. Harry, well...
So the village is doomed.
You were there. Reset. I have big plans. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years... Yes, I do. I got the...
There is the pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do.
A true flash of anger in him, as he thinks of her.
Oh.
Clients would take a well-known mom.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. With renewed...
That's
drug traffic.
Drug traffic. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. The company we're gonna
benefit is...
And the kids on...
I'm an old... But if I...
He's basically admitting to it.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. Let's look at the... I'm gonna unite...
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's got... Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated master? Thank you, Harry. Thank you. 2003...
2000, and they're all well motivated. At least the one...
We're way past specific union. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on stuff. Great, Harry. This has been so great. I'm always happy to educate and... Very nice, Harry.
before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last hit.
Hello, compatriote.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Your test. Get lost! Kuno doesn't.
What do you see? I don't know. They're about the same size. Not the No. These prints are pretty standard. The ones in the dust looked custom. Or maybe they're just a foreign design. What do you see?
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. The state, you feel it?
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel. Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. Yes?
This window is pristine on the inside.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
She looks
Pretty. All right. I like it sudden. Sure. The record. So official. Not my favorite topic. How about we, change the subject?
Yes, miss. All right.
coolly, gracefully. You clearly see
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are
large prints, mostly everything around you. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Yes? What is it?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely...
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay, Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? No, because in this...
Come on, stop it.
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other...
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but... police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get just some regular boring motherfuckers in... Oh, it's you eccentric genius. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban...
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the...
Neither.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Okay. How about you stop with...
It's a mere second. Okay. The man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy. Yes, just cross it off the...
Again? I can't believe... I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay.
Jean, he said...
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent. Something of that kind.
Oh, hello, dear. There you...
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting...
It's you again. What is it? Like hell you have. There is no low...
We'll do that. The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want...
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade, because it's so...
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's...
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. Boo fucking who? People will...
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about.
Theoretically, of course.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of print. Hardy boys here.
My answer is... fuck off. Mind your own business.
Finally, you got something out of him.
And here we go.
I know! Fatty walked on all fours. Go fuck your mom.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
I don't know what went wrong the last time. You have so many good ideas here. Make them all see their puppets on a string.
That is absolutely not going to happen. No, you almost shot that. But I didn't say anything.
What are they whispering, Titus?
I don't know.
You're a horrible gunless cop. This is all because you don't have a gun.
It's you again. What is it?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize.
One of the two.
In any case.
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours. Exactly. But what?
Okay. I thank you for sharing that much with me. In any case, I wouldn't know.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron.
Yes.
Since you're...
Then we're on the same page. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced, they were just everywhere. Absolutely not. These
Who are they?
Crenell. They wear
So...
The story is, he was taken out. Nothing. It's a
What is the...
Whether to
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Surely you're joking. If you don't...
They would...
Have you ever...
The Serai.
These men working, as I said, a bloodbath. Too many things have already gone. All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered... Not much. They boast a...
Meaning...
Yes. Sadly. If you
The international...
Do you know...
In my line, I have.
She's being truthful.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenage. The remaining contractors. They're... that the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the except.
This does not come as news to us, but...
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Maybe on... Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. Good. Then you've made progress. It's imperative that you move fast. The tribunal will... If you mean did I see him alive? Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't dive... One in...
What would you...
She closed.
I can't...
The lieutenant...
That's all right.
He was fought...
This match is the dental reconstruction.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury.
Must be hard to force your face to move in a new fashion.
They've gone to They don't have...
Vigilantes.
Somehow, I doubt that lecturing them on the legitimate... You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be...
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg.
Of course it...
Your concern may be appearances.
That would afford a good vantage point. In...
Where is your...
Heavens no. I'm not an I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start.
They don't
Not on this... It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course. Excuse my...
For about...
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago.
Her mouth is...
I can't. But that... Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese... The sailors sold quite a few...
What next?
Then he made... Revachol.
The old...
You said you...
I can't. This man was no sailor. And these are no ports.
Vrai de fort?
That may...
For all the boys looking for an event.
His
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tutu should come before public security, but...
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known. The lieutenant winces as if Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy...
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. If you say so, officer. shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guarantee. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers...
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next, your hand shakes so hard you can't even muster up the courage to try. Maybe you're just too wild at heart. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep...
The scruffy-haired little boy.
You're stupid. Okay. Hello, mister. Bye.
Hello again.
Hi again. So, how are things going? He's a quiet man, mostly Yes? He's a quiet man, you know,
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then.
well, yeah,
The man, I get it. He's a puzzle.
Goodbye, officer.
Big clothes. True, hard, full, car. It's hard car. Skibbity.
Your cop train.
Huh? I see you're here. Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. See? Our signs are way off. I can...
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is the accelerated heart rate in your ears, pounding at 100 BPM. Beat by beat, your blood.
God! Easy now. I'll go. It's not an issue. Can I pack my things first?
Is that really necessary?
Okay, I'm going. You can tell the ravers that...
She turns off her computer and leaves. The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex wax-painted jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly Unknown. Something during the raid the lieutenant... The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is the small figures of wise men, common men. Worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then, along the left side, après le... After life, death. After death.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. Indeed, it was deemed justice, union, prudence, and force. So do I.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle. A familiar apparatus lies. The reach. The wind picks up here. This trap is also full of panic.
Another empty trap. Yep.
The reach. The wind picks up here. This is the trap, the reed. It's good the later it gets. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done. No, I'm fine.
Nothing has... A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing, a cold...
The legend! He's back. And thirsty. I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up. Bottoms up, Captain.
Tequila sunset. Tequila... Not that I can... That might be the case.
It takes you a moment. The reeds bend, the constant. The trap feels light and silent. No locus. No phasmid either, but still.
Well, debate...
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others, like...
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have Right.
The reads, the constant. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
10-4, come in. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
I've got nothing to say to you.
It's you again. What is it? Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mate.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Righty.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh?
These people... No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and... We got weapons of our own. We got Ester 50s, Zilagars. Glenn's got a knock. I guess we're...
That was an unsure phrasing.
Yeah, like you've been up again. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? Big.
He's really prepped himself up.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees. We're men.
Easy. He's trying... What do you mean? Okay. No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that.
All he means is that the situation...
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. But you know someone who might. Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men, Fat Angus. Just remember, it's about more.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to...
The man's...
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
It wasn't that. It wasn't...
That's it. That's the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A glass... He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home. I can't get it.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you to...
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened? You're in. He's all yours. Questions. He nods.
You hang the corpse to cover up the real good.
We're not
So there.
Cause the girl's it.
Girls plural.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hoped.
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still...
That's okay with the fat man. Still wheezing there.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window.
He means they'd been fucked.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Nah, he's my brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern.
That's all he knows.
And why
would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what...
He's calmed now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still. This guy's not as dumb as he looks. The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
You know, man.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. Fella, you think too much. He's off all right.
A little too far there, but you're definitely...
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to. Me too. You know, man.
Remember?
That's right. Fella.
A little too...
That woman is just affiliated. We're Hardy Boys. And that's it. Glad you understand that. You do that. Hey, cop. Before you...
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rap.
She... Klausya came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be...
We'll take that.
It's great to see you again, officer. It's great to...
Boy, am I ever so great... Boy, am I ever so grateful to you, officer.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how... Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Meskin orange.
The little... You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a... The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you...
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her...
I understand. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. For what it's...
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Is it? Something is off here. Shush, I can't let the miss speak. She's tall and thin.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then...
You share a database with them. Just business.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with a bigger company.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Elysium County.
But she...
As to who...
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. Sure. I'm not a lot of...
That can wait.
One of them killed themselves because of me. How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it? There you have it. The way of the warrior. We were there. Together. In bed. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open.
A great pain moves through her. A dark and indefinite...
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pill. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She looks down with a wince. She throws it away.
What time was this? When did it...
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact...
It's okay. Were you in...
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes. He was still on the floor.
Run, woman. Run past them. And
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. Ruby was there.
Ruby?
Ruby. Yeah.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things...
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with...
Would you say she is the 8th?
Why not? Well, she said she...
To produce lividity.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was the...
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make... Ruby went out. It took Ruby maybe half... Ruby said to wait. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. What? Why would I put myself through this? Insane. He wouldn't have...
It could have been... He was a... Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have...
She's getting scared now. Of you. The downstairs people.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. Like what? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the... I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me, so they wouldn't be hurt. I just don't know.
We can't go.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing because I'm an idiot.
Which idiot? She's nothing.
You have to understand. The people he kept...
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie.
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called...
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your... She nods, silently. This thing... Or maybe... No. Multi-face. I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up. With force. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Golden light, like the man looks ending him from the roof outside. Look, the man does not know the bullet. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. %, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet. 700 meters away, the likely 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then,